In a peaceful village surrounded by dry hills, there lived a young boy named Arav. Every morning, before going to school, Arav walked along a dusty road that crossed a barren field. The land looked completely lifeless. The cracked earth stretched as far as the eye could see. No trees offered shade, no flowers bloomed, no birds filled the air with songs. The silence made the entire place feel forgotten. One evening, while returning home, Arav looked around and quietly asked his grandfather,
Grandfather, why is this land so empty?
His grandfather smiled sadly. He looked toward the dry field before answering.
Many years ago, this place was covered with beautiful trees. Birds lived here, travelers rested here. But people slowly stopped caring for nature. One tree disappeared, then another, until nothing was left. That night, Arav couldn't stop thinking about those words. The next morning, he left home carrying not only his school bag, but also a tiny sapling. Before continuing to school, he knelt beside the road. He carefully dug a small hole, placed the little sapling into the soil, covered its roots gently, then poured a bottle of water over it. It was only a fragile little plant, but to Arav, it meant hope. Before school, after school, no matter how hot the weather became, no matter how tired he felt, he returned to water the tiny sapling. One afternoon, Arav arrived with his bottle of water. But suddenly, he stopped. Someone had broken the sapling's tiny branches. For a few silent seconds, he simply stared at it, his eyes filled with disappointment. But he refused to surrender. He carefully tied the broken stem with a small strip of cloth, added fresh soil around its roots, watered it gently, and whispered,
You'll grow again.
Days passed. The villagers began noticing him. Some watched him with quiet admiration, others laughed.
One man smiled and asked, Do you really believe one tiny plant can change an entire village? Arav smiled politely. He didn't complain. He simply continued watering his little tree. Weeks became months. The sapling gradually became stronger. Fresh green leaves appeared. Its branches stretched toward the sky. Soon, tiny birds began resting on them. Travelers paused beneath its growing shade. Children gathered around it after school. That single tree became something much greater than a tree. It became a symbol of hope. Inspired by Arav's remarkable dedication, other villagers began planting trees too. Some planted mango trees, others planted neem, some planted banyan trees. Entire families watered them together. Every evening, season after season, the once barren land slowly transformed. The dusty road became green. Butterflies returned. Birds built their nests. Flowers bloomed once again. The forgotten village came back to life. Years later, children laughed happily beneath the shade of the very first tree Arav had planted. Travelers rested there. Birds sang from every branch. Standing beside Arav, his grandfather smiled with pride. Great achievements rarely begin with grand actions. They begin with one small step, repeated every single day. Arav looked around, at the green trees, the happy children, the singing birds, the smiling village. Finally, he understood the greatest lesson of all. Hope is never planted only in the soil. It is planted inside people's hearts. And with patience, kindness, consistency, and unwavering determination, it continues to grow forever. So, What did this story teach us? Never underestimate a small beginning. One act of kindness, repeated every day, can change countless lives. The greatest changes in the world always begin with someone who chooses to care.